So today what I'm looking to do is discuss liquidation trading, which is what's happening in the crypto market these days. So of course it's a bit concerning that we're seeing so many people getting wrecked. Over the past 24 hours, it's been over 300 million. And we've been seeing this consistently for a couple weeks now. And anyway, the goal here is to see either how to take advantage of this by avoiding getting wrecked oneself, or maybe to join in the game, which is to try and trade to kind of wreck other traders. So, anyways, let's see what we can do about this. Yeah, so we can go onto CoinGlass, which has a pretty good liquidation heat map. And what I'm going to look at here is the past couple of days, really, and we'll just follow the Bitcoin chart along, and we'll see really how the liquidation levels are really acting as a magnet for Bitcoin. So looking maybe just over the past couple of days, what we see here are with these areas that are going yellow. That means that there's a lot of people that have kind of got positions that would be closed out or wrecked once the price hits that level. So as we can see, a huge buildup happens here where we have a lot of people that are basically long on Bitcoin, and if it drops below this level, they're going to get liquidated. So as we see, the Bitcoin chart just goes all the way through that yellow level there. And then, all of these people get liquidated at this point here. And then again, we can see a lot of interest is being kind of still on the long position. And then that's building up here. And then we get a dip in, and that starts taking out all of these people here. Now at this point, we don't have that many people that can get wrecked up here, but all the shorts are coming in, and we start seeing it forming all the way up here. So what happens is we get that push, and then that push continues all the way through to the point at which these people are liquidated here. So okay, now what are we going to do? We're going to look at our position right about here. So this is September 17th, and we can see that interest is forming underneath and above. So which way is Bitcoin going to go? Well, it's much easier for people that own Bitcoin to kind of sell it off, to move the chart down. To get other people to kind of come in, then you're really gambling on some longs here paying off. And at this point in time, we saw some open interest for about 100 million down there, and I guess about the same up here, 100 million down up here. So in this case, what ended up happening was that it teetered around because it was fairly even, and then okay, there's this big yellow streak here. Why don't we go and grab that liquidity? Again, what happens is it falls from this level, touches through to the liquidity level there, mainly caps out these people. That spike there wasn't quite enough to take everybody out, but quite a few indeed. Pushes back up, wondering whether or not we should seek these people here at 17.8, and then it sees that, okay, there's a lot of interest coming in down right here at about 16.4, and then what happens? Of course, it just clears all those people out. All of these people are liquidated, and that goes on through here. So what's Bitcoin's next move? Well, we can see that there's a lot of interest here at about the 17.9 level, 18 level, and there's even more right up here at 118,951. So I think that it would be kind of prudent to think that the next direction for Bitcoin is to take out these two levels next, to kind of wreck as many people as possible on the way up that are placing shorts, and then we'll see how that continues. So, we can look at this across many different time scales. So if we look at that maybe over a week, it's kind of the same story, right? So Bitcoin's right here. What's going to happen? It's going to find, okay, say we're about here now, we're trading here. It's going to see that there's a huge amount of opportunity to kind of liquidate others at this point here. And of course, it wicks up at that point right there, bang, and then it hits everybody. Coming again to this point here, we're seeing not that much interest there. Not that much interest here, but there's that little area, that little pocket there where we can liquidate. And that's got 113 million, 100 million here. So down it goes through that level. Again, interest is picking up right about here. We can see hits that level nicely, just about bounces against that. And then, of course, it returns back to normal. And then it goes up and down. And then it looks for levels at which it can be taking people out. So there's the level there where it wicked down. Actually, that should have been a little bit lower to take that one out. But then we'll see if this continues to the downside and clears that. But then, of course, here's the big one, right? So around 119, that's where the most shorts are going to get wrecked. So I think that's a fair way of looking at where Bitcoin's going to go next. So anyways, I guess for trading suggestions, basically if you find yourself, okay, let's say here, there's some interest down here really. However, that's nothing compared to what's going on over here. So really entering a short position, hoping for it to go down here, versus entering a long position and hoping for it to wreck out people here. Well, I'll let you weigh your own decisions there to see what the appropriate kind of like trading position is to be in when this is on the horizon. All right. Anyways, don't get wrecked, and hope that you find this useful.